everybody. Hello, friends. Thank you for joining in today. Hope all of you are keeping good. During current lockdown, we all are feeling stressed, and most of our routines have got messed up. This has not only impacted our life, but it has also shown impact on our skin and hair as well. Today, I will discuss how you can manage your skin and hair with nutrition and lifestyle change. Glowing skin and good hair, it is not a dream. It is possible. If if you want it honestly. And for glowing skin, we really don't need any expensive creams or lotion to enhance. We can do it by natural means easily. It just needs little bit of discipline and routine. Remember, your skin reflects your food and your lifestyle. So, what is skin? We need to understand. So, physiology, when we say skin has three layers. The topmost, outermost layer is called epidermis. This provides a waterproof barrier and it creates our skin tone. There are three layers, as I said. The second layer is called dermis, which is just beneath the epidermis. This contains the connective tissues and hair follicles, and also it contains the sweat glands. And there is a third layer, the deeper one, which is the subcutaneous tissue we call hypodermis. It is made of fat and connective tissues. And also remember, skin is the largest organ in our body. It covers around 20 square feet of area. What is the function? Skin does protect us from microbes and other elements, from other infections. It also helps in regulating our body temperature and permits the sensation of touch, hot or cold. So let's talk about first what are the general and the common skin issues we face in general. The first and foremost comes is the acne. Yes, most of us has faced acne issues in some or other in our lifetime. So what are acnes? Acne is caused by inflammation and infection of the sebaceous gland of the skin. Sebaceous glands are stimulated by hormones, especially the male hormones like androgens. These are present in the which is beneath the skin. So to avoid acne, what do we need to do? We must cut down saturated and hydrogenated fats and processed food from our daily diet. Yes, junk food and high sugary foods like cakes, pizzas, or pastries and biscuits, they are storehouse of all these unhealthy food which can lead to your acne or acne prone skin. So what can we do instead? Eat more vegetables, more colorful vegetables, whole grains, fresh fruits, fish, and selenium rich foods like Brazil nuts, cashew nuts, tuna, sunflower seeds, walnuts, and wholemeal grains or wholemeal breads. These are all helpful, in reducing your acne and excess inflammation on your skin. After acne, what is the second issue which is most commonly seen? Eczema. Yes. Eczema is a condition that usually we see like patchy, reddy skin on our hands or any part of the skin or any part on our body. This is the happens because our skin is very sensitive, and sometimes if it is very sensitive to a certain food, this can trigger to eczema. The most common trigger food for eczema are like milk, eggs, fish, cheese, nuts, and certain food additives can also give you a trigger for eczema. So what we can do to get rid of this eczema in general? Start having more vitamin E rich food, and also ensure that zinc is there in your diet and omega-3 fatty acids. So these will help reducing this inflammation, reducing this redness due to eczema, and the itchiness will also subside. Also, we see sometimes psoriasis is also another very common condition for skin. Psoriasis is again red patchiness in our skin. It can be silvery, silvery flaky skin. The appearance can be flaky as silver scales, and most commonly it is seen in our elbows or skin, although it can appear on other part of the body as well, but mostly it is seen in the elbows and knee. So These patches are itchy and these can be really sore, and in severe cases, skin may crack and can bleed also. So, what are the possible causes of psoriasis? Mm, it could be autoimmune, it could be because of excessive sunburn, it could be because of excessive alcohol, excessive smoking, or obesity, or additional stress generation in our system. These are the some of the possible causes of psoriasis. So, what are the best way to reduce this inflammation? Try to add essential fatty acids in your diet. So most of the time we see no fat, we need to cut down from our diet daily fat. But remember, essential fatty acids are something which our body need. Your body need to reduce these inflammatory conditions. So what are the good fatty acids? We need this fish oil, cold compressed or cold pressed nut oils, and seed oils. These are very nice to have in our body because they help reducing all these inflammatory conditions. Food which are low in saturated fat and include anti-inflammatory herbs like turmeric, red pepper or red bell peppers also, ginger, cumin, rosemary, thyme, garlic, fennel seeds. These are excellent source which helps reducing inflammation in our body. So these are some of the food I have just discussed regarding reducing our inflammatory condition. Also remember, as we age, our skin starts sagging. Sometimes you see dry skin become a very common issue. As we age, our collagen goes down. Skin starts losing and becomes sagging. So we need to ensure that our diet is good. And remember, it is not only about food. When we talk about good skin health, there are other factors which are important equally, like stress. We must ensure that stress level is minimized. We must learn to deal or handle with stress nicely. Try to meditate, try to do regular exercise. As I have always kept on saying, exercise helps reducing your stress. And also, when we exercise, our happy hormones like endorphin is released, which helps reducing the cortisol hormone. And also, when we exercise, remember our blood circulation goes up, and improved blood circulation also helps improving your collagen levels. Thus, it will improve your skin health automatically. So ensure that we are regularly exercising and we are minimizing our stress. And also, as I said, the fourth element is a sound sleep. Good night, sound sleep. Yes, your sleep can be 7 to 8 hours, your sleep can be 5 to 6 hours. That's fine. Ensure that when you wake up, you should feel fresh. You are not feeling sluggish or drowsy. Because if you are feeling fresh, it means yes, you had a nice sleep. So these are the associated factor we must understand when we are talking about skin health or our body's health. It's not only food, not only exercise. These are the four elements we need to take care of. So let's talk about healthy food, overall healthy food, which are good for your skin health. So what are the food? First and foremost, topmost, I would say, is selenium. Always emphasis that your diet is rich in selenium, and it is difficult for vegetarians sometimes to balance selenium in their daily diet. Although I would like to emphasize some of the good selenium source, although vegetarian sources are there, are very few selenium source. One excellent source is Brazil nuts. 3 to 4 Brazil nuts in a day can actually meet the requirement of selenium. And those who are non-vegetarians, they can get their selenium from seafood, from meat, chicken, and some bit of selenium can also be obtained from cashew nuts, mushrooms, spinach, lamb, fish, shrimp. These are also excellent sources of selenium. So ensure that you are having daily supply of selenium in your daily diet. Selenium is an excellent antioxidant. This helps reducing your inflammatory conditions and the free radicals which are generated in your body on a daily basis. So selenium helps fighting against all this stress condition which is generated in your body. So we must ensure and focus that our diet is rich in selenium. Although remember, selenium is a trace element. It is needed very small amount by our body, but ensure that we are having it. After selenium, I would like to focus on coenzyme Q10. Yes, human body makes an antioxidant called coenzyme Q10. But as we get older, the amount of this coenzyme gets decreased. It helps in making energy and it helps in our cells functioning. So what are the common sources of Q10? Fish, like salmon or tuna, poultries, organ meat like liver, and also whole grains. So there are whole grains for vegetarians. Don't get depressed or pretty sad that there are no source of CoQ, but yes, there are some. You just need to keep a focus that you are balancing your diet nicely. The skin products with CoQ10 sometimes helps us getting away from wrinkles and other signs of aging, but ensure that we are adding CoQ10 naturally in our diet. That is always the best. And after this, I would like to focus on vitamin A. We all know how important vitamin A is for our skin health, especially when we are having dry skin or flaky skin. Yes. So ensure you are eating plenty of vitamin A, and vitamin A sources. What are the vitamin A sources? All red, yellow, orange, purple fruits and vegetables are rich sources of vitamin A. So what are we waiting for? Ensure we are having carrot, mango. This is in season now. Please ensure you are having it. And slices of cantaloupes. We can have sweet potatoes, orange, eggs. Leafy green vegetables are also good source of vitamin A, and low fat dairy foods are also good sources of vitamin A. Ensure we are having it in plenty. Usually, if you see the skincare products or the skin creams, they are also containing vitamin A in terms of retinoids to help you get rid of your wrinkles and spots, which are the brown or dark spots which appear on your skin as we start aging. So, try to ensure we are adding this vitamin A via natural means, by food. After vitamin A, I would like to focus on vitamin C, the sun. Yes, the sunlight is very strong, and this can actually start premature aging in your skin. And this vitamin C can help protect our skin from damage of sun. And it also helps reversing the damage on our collagen and elastin, and firms up our skin. So ensure that our diet is rich in vitamin C. We really don't need supplement for vitamin C. It is plenty available in fruits and vegetables, whether it is all your citrus fruits, your berries, guava, amla, red bell peppers, papaya, kiwis, broccoli. They are plentiful sources. Just ensure we are having adequately. Yes, remember amla, the Indian gooseberry, is excellent source of vitamin C too. After vitamin C, I would like to focus on vitamin E. It is another potent antioxidant. It protects our skin from sun damage and inflammation. Vitamin E is plentiful, abundantly available, because we cook our food with some or other vegetable oils. So vegetable oils are a good source of vitamin E. Nuts and seeds are another excellent source of vitamin E. Olives, spinach, asparagus, and leafy greens all can provide us our requirement of vitamin E. Apart from vitamin E, I would like to focus on fatty acids. Fatty acids like omega-3 and omega-6 protects our skin from dryness and also removes the blemishes on our skin. It makes our skin smooth and younger looking. So what are the good source of these fatty acids? Olive oil, yes. Canola oils can also be. Sesame seed oil is a rich source again. You can also try having nuts like almonds, walnuts, cashew nuts, a handful. Remember, as I said, moderation is the key. Try not to over exceed them. And seeds like sesame seed, chia seeds, flax seeds, sunflower seed, or pumpkin seed, these are also rich sources of this omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. So ensure we are having all these nuts and seeds in moderation in our daily diet. Yes, avocado is also a very rich source of this omega-3 fatty acids. We can add avocado as well in our daily diet. But after this food, like, what about water? Don't forget your water. Yes, water is one of the finest element which we need. It helps keeping our skin moist. It removes fine lines and wrinkles from your skin. Water helps transporting nutrients to the cells, and also it carries away toxins from the cells. So water, yes, as a plain water, keep drinking. Water from fruits, vegetables, juices, and milk all counts towards your total water count. But remember, water from the tea is not counted, like the Indian chai is not counted as water towards your body. In fact, it goes against your water count. So that's a negative counting. So ensure we are keeping ourselves well hydrated. Keep drinking water, 12 to 14 glasses. Try to keep drinking. Yes, green tea or any herbal tea are also very good towards keeping your body hydrated. Green tea helps reducing inflammation. It slows down the DNA damage and also prevents sunburn or sun damage to your skin. So ensure that we are eating all this food plentiful. But along with it, don't forget the importance of exercise, stress minimization, and sound sleep. This is about the skin health. Now, what about hair? What is hair? Our hair is made of a protein. It's a very tough protein called keratin. Hair follicles are anchoring each hair to the skin. Now, hair growth varies from different person to person. So some people can see very frequent hair growth, wherein some other person can see slow hair growth. So on an average rate, around 1 to 1.5 inch of hair grows per month. Hair color is created by a pigment cell producing melanin in the hair follicle. Now, as we age, these pigment cells dies down, and this is the reason our hair turns gray as we become older. Sometimes this can also our hair becomes gray prematurely because of certain underlying health condition. Also, do not underestimate the gut health towards hair and skin health. Yes, gut health. If your gut health is poor, absorption of nutrients will not be proper, and that is going to impact your skin and hair health too. uh, Suppose if you are having regular diarrhea or constipation, that is going to impact your skin and your health abruptly. So ensure that our gut health is the best. So what are the common hair conditions, hair health issues which in general we face? Very commonly, certain things I will say, like dandruff, hair fall, certain male pattern of baldness, or alopecia areata, or sometimes we see postpartum alopecia, like after delivery, after pregnancy, females suddenly start seeing bald patches on their hair, in head, or folliculitis, like small blockage of hair follicles and turning out into a cyst kind of scenario. So these are the very common scenario where our hair health suffers with. So, what is alopecia? Alopecia is an autoimmune disorder. We need to understand alopecia areata is an autoimmune disorder wherein certain patches are certain patches appear on your head, and which gives you certain amount of baldness. So that's an autoimmune disease. But the male pattern of baldness is against a hormonal disorder wherein a M shape of baldness appears in front. The hairline starts as a M, and then the bald patchiness from the back of your head also starts growing up. And dandruff is like a flaky skin around the root of your hair. You start seeing some flakes which are silvery or grayish or yellow, light yellowish kind of flakes. These are dandruff. And sometimes even ringworms are like tinea capitis are also seen. These are small patches they give on top of your scalp, leaving this reddish pinky skin, and there the hair fall occurs. So these are some of the common condition which we need to avoid. So how do we do that? First, maintain your hair hygiene. Always wash your hair regularly. Do not just leave your hair not washed for more than 2 days or 3 days. Ensure your scalp is clean. Sometimes when we don't wash our head, the oil secretion is high and the sebaceous gland get blocked, and then because of no air supply properly, and the dandruff can occur, and also this folliculitis can occur. So washing can also help preventing some of this condition. Remember, water intake is very important, whether it is for skin or hair. So ensure 10 to 12 to 14 glasses. Keep yourself well hydrated. Greek yogurt. Yes, Greek yogurt is also a very excellent source towards your hair growth, promoting your scalp health. Greek yogurt contains vitamin B5, which is excellent towards the blood circulation towards our scalp, and also it helps improving our hair growth. And it also works towards reversing the hair thinning and hair loss. So start adding Greek yogurt in your daily diet. Yes, Greek yogurt, but not the flavored one, the plain one, the natural Greek yogurt. And spinach, as I said, now I'm talking about the direct food which you need to focus more on because you want to improve your hair health. So spinach can be a rich source because it is a good source of beta carotene. It is rich with iron, folate, vitamin C, vitamin A. So ensure we are having spinach as much as we can. So try adding it in your daily diet. It can help you improving your scalp healthy and making your hair dense. So spinach also helps moisturizing your hair naturally and resist breakage of hair. Apart from spinach, eggs are also very good for your hair growth because eggs are rich in biotin. Yes, eggs are excellent source of biotin. Not too much amount of biotin is needed, but it is good enough to give you whatever amount of biotin is needed for your hair. Biotin helps in reducing your hair fall. Biotin also helps strengthening your hair and also your nails. So remember, biotin intake of biotin can not only improve your hair health but also your nails health. And also guava also helps protecting hair from breakage. Yes, guava is excellent source of vitamin C. It helps protecting your hair from breakage. 1 cup of guava, which is like a medium size of guava, can provide 377 milligrams of vitamin C. Yes, it's an excellent source of vitamin C, although we usually relate citrus fruit with vitamin C. So having one medium guava is not that difficult. We can start having it in our daily diet. And apart from guava, next I would like to focus on cinnamon. Cinnamon is very good anti-inflammatory agent. We can add a pinch of cinnamon in our oatmeal, in our coffee, in our tea, in our just as a cinnamon tea, like we can just boil cinnamon with water, because cinnamon helps improving our blood flow and circulation in the scalp too. This also helps oxygen and nutrient from reaching to the hair follicles. So ensure we are adding cinnamon in our daily diet too. And again, I would like to focus on beta carotene rich food, which is vitamin A rich food. Ensure we are having at least 3 to 5 serving of colorful fruits and vegetables daily. 2 to 3 fruits a day. Ensure the colorful fruits like red, yellow, orange, purple. Keep adding them in your daily diet, and at least 2 bowls of vegetables daily to meet the requirement of 5 vegetables and fruit serving a day. Again, a focus. Remember, always don't forget that it is not only the food, but other factors are equally important. Ensure that we are exercising daily. Exercise will help you reducing your stress level. It also helps increasing the blood circulation in our scalp, in our skin. Overall, it helps improving our skin quality and hair health. And deep sound sleep is needed to reduce stress which is generated in our body. Ensure that our sleep quality is good. Anybody who's suffering from insomnia, please try all the means by which we can improve our sleep quality. End of the day, it is try to improve your overall lifestyle, which means your food, your exercise pattern, and sleep well so that your stress can be reduced. Stay safe, stay healthy. I would like to take all the questions which has been there in the chat box. Let me go through it. Pio has asked, instead of seed oil, can we include seeds? Yes, of course, Pio. 1 to 2 teaspoon or maximum of 1 tablespoon of these seeds are excellent to have in a daily basis. Suchi Jajodia has asked something for pigmentation. Yes, Suchi, I have suggested vitamin A rich food helps recovering from pigmentation. Keep drinking a lot of water and do regular exercise. Exercise will help improving your blood circulation. And also on topically, if you want to try, you can try vitamin A rich, which is retinoid rich cream as a topical implementation on the pigmentation. That will also help you. Mario has asked, what is the remedy of skin itching? So, Mario, you need to see what sort of itching it is. Is it eczema or psoriasis or just a dryness or flaky skin? If any condition, I have already suggested, ensure your diet is rich in vitamin A, C, and you should be regularly taking selenium-rich food in your daily diet. And try to ensure your stress levels are low, because sometimes it is commonly seen that if your stress is high, your skin gets inflamed and it can also itch, or it can become dry or patchy. So try to catch up on your sleep. If you think you are sleep deprived, sleep deprivation has become a big issue these days. So ensure you catch up on your sleep, try to reduce your stress, and do regular exercise. And apart from that, try to increase your water intake, avoid direct sunlight, try having vitamin C rich fruits so that your itching will go down, subside gradually. Manjari has asked something more about fish oil tablets. Can anyone take it and which one is good? Yes, omega 3 fish oil capsules are easily available in market. Yes, anybody can have it unless you are having any specific health condition wherein it has been suggested not to have. Normally, yes, anybody can have it. You can also check it should be containing EPA and DHA too. Purnima Chatterjee has asked some solution for stopping too much hair fall. Purnima, I have suggested today so many solutions. You need to check the root cause of your hair fall. Is it your diet which is lacking all these nutrients, or is it the stress factor which is triggering the hair fall, or is it improper sleep or sleep deprivation or zero exercise? You must ensure that you are following all the four parameters properly. Like your diet should be well nourished, like it should be rich in all the minerals, vitamins I have suggested today, and also do not ignore the importance of protein. Hair is made of keratin, that's a protein too. So our diet should be having adequate amount of protein. Our gut health should be good so that there is no loss of nutrients when we eat, so that whatever healthy or nourished, well nourished food we eat should be absorbed nicely in our gut. So try focusing in all these aspects of food, exercise, sleep, and minimizing stress. You will definitely start seeing a reduction in your hair fall. Amisha has asked any tips for hair fall. I hope, Amisha, your question has been answered. Rashmi has asked, please can you give some tips to manage dry hair and hair loss? Yes, Rashmi, try increasing, adding your diet with more of vitamin A rich food. So vitamin A will help improving reducing this dryness, and also vitamin E rich fruit and vegetables. Try increasing your vitamin A and vitamin E. You can also increase or check whether your diet is containing coenzyme Q10. These will help improving overall your skin, scalp, and your hair quality. I can see so many questions regarding hair fall and hair falling. I believe those who have heard me today will get their solution towards hair fall. Bina has asked both egg white and yellow. Yes, Bina, both egg white and yellow are good for your hair and your skin. Yes, both. Thank you, Sanjay ji, for liking this session. Deepa has written excessive hair fall since 1 month. I hope, Deepa, now you will be able to address what are the underlying reason for your hair fall. Just try checking if it is last 1 month. Quite possible because of the lockdown scenario, everybody is stressed, and stress can actually stress is the biggest villain towards your skin and your hair health. So try checking out and try reducing and minimizing it. One of the excellent way how we can minimize is you can try doing meditation, yoga, or do some form of exercise which makes you feel good and happy. Try doing this regularly. This will definitely help. Deepa has also mentioned about dark circles. Yes, Deepa, if you are facing dark circles, again, vitamin E and vitamin A rich food will help you. You can try avoiding your skin going directly to the sunlight, and reduce the salt intake in your food, especially during the night. This will also help. And on topically, people get benefited by putting those potato juice. You can grate potato, apply the juice 2 to 3 times a day, and just wash with a regular room temperature water or cold water. You will start seeing benefit. But again, remember, if you start putting this natural juices of fruits or vegetables, they are good in effect, but you must not expose your skin directly to the sun, because it become very sun sensitive. Then the darkening can increase much. So avoid direct touch to sunlight. Kaveri has also asked the same thing about dark circles. I believe, Kaveri, you will get help with this. Same answer for you. It goes, you can apply potato juice, even you can apply green tea bags, which you can use, I mean, like used green tea bags, you can store in refrigerator, let it cool down, and apply on your dark circles. Those can also be helpful in reducing your dark circle. But overall, try to improve your vitamin A and vitamin E rich food, and also ensure that CoQ10 is enough in your diet. Ritu has asked how to keep good skin and inching of skin. Itching of skin, I believe. So, Ritu, I believe your answer has been given by today's talk. To improve and to maintain your skin quality, you need to ensure your diet is rich in protein and all the minerals and vitamins which I have suggested, which are vitamin A, C, E, CoQ10, selenium. Also, a little bit of zinc is needed. Ensure you are having healthy fatty acids like omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acids in your daily diet. Have plenty of water, adequate amount of protein, and ensure you are sleeping sound. Do regular exercise and reduce your stress level. I am sure your skin will glow naturally. Morning sun is good. PU has asked, morning sun is good. You have said earlier, yes. Morning, early morning too, sunlight is good, but I am afraid that later on the sunlight becomes too harsh. So please don't expose yourself to the strong sunlight later on because that will give you suntan. That is harmful for your skin. Sharda has asked, can hair graying be reversed by good dietary habits? Premature hair graying can be reversed to a certain extent, not always, provided your root cause is diagnosed properly and you can reverse those basic reasons for which your hair has grayed. If it is built up of unnecessary or additional stress, yes, that can be reversed. If your diet was lacking, improve your diet to some extent. Yes, it has seen in some cases that yes, hair graying can also be reversed, but provided it is not aging, it is premature, then yes, it is reversed. Aruna has asked, should one apply oil on hair before washing? Aruna, hair oil again depends. Not everybody's skin suits the oil. So if you see after applying there is more hair fall, you can avoid. If you think there is no extra hair fall, it is same, then it's fine. You can continue applying your hair oil just before your head wash. Suman has asked, can there be hair regrowth after there has been loss? Yes, Suman. In fact, human hair, we keep shedding hair always, and there is a continuous regrowth too. So hair regrowth is always possible. It is only when the hair fall is more and there is no growth, we start seeing the bald patches or we start seeing the scalp. So yes, hair growth is possible. Ensure you follow all the four aspects which I have discussed today about food, about exercise, sound sleep, and reducing your stress level. You will start seeing hair growth. Nita has asked, could you please repeat the vitamin A cream? Okay, the vitamin A rich cream is retinoid. Retinoid, we call it retinoid. It is also commonly known as tretinoid or tretinoid. It is vitamin A rich cream, so you can just check in pharmacies. You can try applying that topically. But my suggestion is start adding more vitamin A rich food in your daily diet. That is more beneficial because that will enhance your skin from within, from inside. It may take some more time, but that is more better solution. Poonam has asked, any suggestion for acne in teenage boy? See, same thing, Poonam, ensure that check his diet, that his diet is well nourished. He is having all this above said minerals and vitamins. His diet is not lacking in protein, and ensure he is drinking plenty of water. Usually, young boys, it is seen that they are not very good with water intake, or sometimes the vegetable or fruit intake goes down. So ensure that his diet is fine. He should not be seeing acne, and sometimes these acne could also be because of certain hormonal changes wherein their androgen can be more than normal. If that is the case, like if you see the cystic acne regularly and too many on your son's face or his body, then I would suggest go to a dermatologist and get a checkup done. Sharda Vijay has asked, can we have vitamin A tablet as supplements? Yes, Sharda, you can have vitamin A tablets as supplements too. It is readily easily available, but try having it from nuts and seeds. And also, our cooking oil gives you a good amount of vitamin E. Asha has asked, Itch is so bad that my skin has become black scratching. Use coconut oil also did not help. Steroids also not helping. Asha, it's try to check whether you are somebody when like are you having a lot of stress? Is your sleep level good? You need to ensure that these underlying conditions are resolved, because if you don't know what is the root cause of your itching, why it is scratching so much, why your skin has become so itchy, you must address these issues and try doing regular exercise, because exercise also helps improving our blood circulation, which improves our skin health automatically. And ensure that your diet is rich in all the ingredients which I have ever mentioned today. Then there is another question. Um, Renu has asked Minu how to stop hair fall and dandruff. Renu, I have suggested please ensure that your hair hygiene is maintained. You wash your hair regularly on a regular interval and ensure your diet is rich with the above said ingredients, wherein vitamin A, vitamin C, and also biotin rich food. And if you must check if your iron level is low, please ensure your iron is proper and start having iron rich food. Ensure your diet is adequate amount of having adequate amount of protein. Provide adequate sleep. Do regular exercise. Try to reduce stress. This is an overall package which will help you improve your scalp condition, and also this will help a healthy scalp will promote healthy hair growth. So that will also reduce dandruff and hair fall. So there is another question. Nidhi has asked which ingredients from kitchen, if applied, can help us to have glowing skin. Again, Nidhi, I have suggested uh, try to use this food or ingredients to improve our internal health. If your gut is healthy, if your body is internally good, that will naturally impact on your skin. That will naturally show on your skin. Try to eat healthy so that your skin can reflect that good gut health on your skin. Glowing skin is automatically seen when your diet is rich in protein, your diet is having good amount of vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C, selenium, zinc, protein, CoQ10. These are some of the common ingredients which talking about, which are good towards improving your skin health and hair health in general. You can also keep applying this natural, when you are saying you want to apply something on topical, keep applying this vitamin A rich fruits and vegetables juice or pulp. That also helps giving you certain amount of glow. That can be tomatoes, potato juice, cucumber juice. But remember, if you are applying this directly on your skin, try to protect your face or your skin from direct sunlight. Always apply a sunscreen when you go out to sun. Sam Paula has asked, can we use skin brightening creams like the ones with saffron sandalwood for a longer time? Do they really help? Skin creams, keep trying, no harm. But my suggestion is your body should be internally healthy to reflect on your skin. Better you start investing on having the adequate amount of all the well nourished food in your daily diet. Focus more on improving your diet as a whole so that you can see the glow for a long time on your skin, and that too by natural means. Kaveri has again asked, what should you do if you have dark spots on forehead? Kaveri, we need to see if this is a dark spot because of sunburn or any other reason behind it. Generally saying for a dark spot will not help. Either you can discuss, you can take a consultation personally or go and discuss with a dermatologist to see what is the reason of the dark spots, what sort of dark spots are they. Yes, Sharda has asked about tinea. Is a fungal infection? Yes, it is a fungal infection. It's a ringworm. So that can also be cured with certain topical application of the medication, and then later on maintaining the skin hygiene That is the hair wash, hair hygiene you need to maintain, and ensure that your diet is again well nourished, so that all the needed nutrients for your scalp and hair is supplied to your body. Nita has asked, my daughter is a ballet dancer and her feet shed skin. Any remedy? So, skin shedding in the feet is sometimes seen very common, because possibly that because she is wearing long time either the shoes or the ballet socks, which are very common. So, once your skin is not able to breathe normally, this shedding becomes very commonly seen. Ensure that once her dance is over, she should wash her feet nicely with lukewarm water. You can add a little bit of salt also in that water. Wash and rub so that the skin goes off, the dead skin goes off, and ensure you moisturize her skin on a regular basis. And just before she goes to bed, please apply some Vaseline, which is a naturally moisturizer, and she can wear cotton socks before sleeping, so that that moisturizer will be locked inside her feet, inside on the skin of her feet, and that will help improving her feet naturally. Renu has asked, Greek yogurt different to the dahi? Yes, Renu, Greek yogurt is more concentrated form of dahi yogurt. It is high in protein and many other vitamins, especially it is rich in vitamin B5, which is not there in our dahi to that extent. Hetal has asked how to stop hair fall post delivery. It's been 14 months now. Hetal, I have suggested so many dietary advices today. Ensure your diet is well nourished. Remember, when we deliver a baby, our own body's nutrients are transmitted to our children, to our baby, and your body is deprived of the storehouse of the nutrients. Now your diet needs to be really rich in nutrients. You need to focus on what you are eating, so ensure your diet is having good amount of protein, minerals and vitamins. So ensure you check your diet, eat well. It will start showing on your scalp, it will start showing on your skin, and your hair fall will reduce too, but it takes some time. Vidhi Sharma has asked, have been facing excessive hair fall and dandruff last 2.5 months. Have been washing regularly to keep it clean, eating home food and exercising regularly. My hair density become half. What can be done as an immediate measure, as diet is a long-term process and will show results eventually? See, minoxidil or this 2% solutions are temporary solutions. The moment you will stop using that, it will start again, hair will start falling. So, Vidhi, it may take long time, but it will help you to improve your scalp and hair health gradually. So, to avoid dandruff, you can try applying oil massage just before your head wash. You can try if the oil suits your hair. That will help taking out the dandruff from the root. So you can just apply olive oil, which is, you need to heat the oil. Don't directly heat. You can heat water in a bowl and then keep another bowl on top, which is a double heating method. Keep another bowl on top of that warm water and pour oil in that bowl, so that indirect heat will be passed to the oil. You can use any base oil, could be coconut oil, sesame seed oil, or olive oil, and you, yeah, start using little bit of any oil like Nigella seed oil is also very good for avoiding this dandruff condition. You can add that and give a nice massage with a light hand to your scalp, and you may keep for 5-10 minutes or maximum 15 to 20 minutes. Try not to keep more than that, and wash your hairs nicely. This will help getting rid of dandruff. And also you can try applying yogurt, and you can add one whole egg in it. Make a pack of it, and you can just apply as a hair pack. Let it dry for an hour and then wash it thoroughly. Yogurt is rich in minerals and vitamin, which is hair healthy. Yogurt is a very good source of protein, and so as eggs are rich in protein and biotin also. This will help improving your scalp condition and improve your hair health too. So you can try this pack on your hair. Lena, you can try. You have asked that there is excessive hair fall post hysterectomy. Is there any way to regain my lost hair? You can try checking your diet. That yes, it is a good combination, well combination of all the important nutrients needed. So ensure that your diet is healthy. As I have suggested, start doing regular exercise and do meditation so that your stress levels are reduced, and try to catch up on good sleep. This will help. Vidhi has asked, also my face has become extremely dry and prone to acne. Yes, Vidhi, um, dry skin or acne prone skin could be impact of a building up of stress or inflammation in your body. So ensure that you try to reduce, if there is any excessive stress building up, please try to reduce it. Try to do regular breathing, meditation, breathing exercises, and to do regular exercises, try to catch up on sleep, and ensure your diet is rich in vitamin A rich food, vitamin C, vitamin E rich food, and also it should have selenium in regularly, and ensure you're not missing out on your protein. So ensure your diet is having adequate amount of protein too. Amisha has asked, vitamin D3 and B12 deficiency cause hair fall. B12 deficiency can definitely add on to your hair fall. May not be directly, but yes, B12 deficiency can add on to your hair fall, because if B12 is deficient some sort, you will start facing anemia, and this will indirectly cause your hair fall. So try not to go deficient on B12 or D3. And also keep checking your iron level, especially the ferritin level. If ferritin is low, you can also see hair fall. Deepika has asked, facing receding hairline, especially temple area, please help. Deepika, it's not only one thing which we can help. As I said, ensure you check your diet is regular. Do regular head massage. You can just scalp. You can just massage lightly your scalp, which will help improving blood circulation. Do ensure that you are deep breathing exercises can help improving your oxygen intake. Regular exercise will help improving your blood circulation to your scalp, and which will ultimately help improving your hair growth. Ensure your diet is well nourished. Hetal has asked, can you tell me what to do for gray hair? Have started to get some. How to stop getting more hair gray, and what can apply to cover them? See, graying of hair is a natural process, Hital. Um, we can slow down some bit, but yes, as we will age, this will happen, and we have to gracefully accept this over a period of time. But if you think it is premature graying, then we must need to check that our vitamin C is good enough in our diet. Our vitamin E, vitamin A are also good. You can start trying having sesame seeds, black sesame seed. You can try having 1 tablespoon daily in your diet in any form you like. That also helps improving or reversing graying of hair. Try doing that. Darpan has asked, any remedy for dandruff and rough scalp? Yes, Darpan, I have repeatedly saying about vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C rich diet. Please try and ensure you are having it regularly. Ensure your stress levels are reduced. Do regular exercise. This will help improving your blood circulation and also improving and reducing your stress levels. Try to do and follow and ensure the diet is rich in iron and protein too. This overall will help you to improving your scalp health, and that will also help reducing dandruff. Jitesh has asked, last 6 months hair fall have shifted to the bar. Can you give me any suggestions? Yes, Jitesh ji, I have already suggested various options, and ensure there are first four things I'm again repeating. Ensure that diet is well nourished, wherein it is adequate amount of protein, adequate amount of vitamins like vitamin A, C, E, selenium, some sort of zinc. Also ensure your ferritin levels are good. For that, ensure your diet is rich in iron. Ensure you are having CoQ10. These things will help improving your overall scalp and skin health, and that will also result in improved hair quality. Ensure you are drinking plenty of water. Yes, remember, water helps flushing out of toxins and also helps in transport of nutrients to different cells of your body. Bhavesh has asked, is hair regrowth after chemotherapy weaker than normal hair? Not necessary. Initial, yes, it can be, but gradually, once your health will improve, gradually you can get back your hair as good as they were before any therapy. So don't worry, give yourself some time. Ensure focus on having healthy diet and having reduced stress level. With time, you will regain your good quality normal hair. Madhuri has written, my son 21 have gray hair. Madhuri, you need to check. You may ask your son, he's a grown-up guy now. He can check his lifestyle, food habit, sleep habit, and also remember excessive smoking and excessive alcoholism also triggers to gray hair. So it is your lifestyle which we need to improve. We need to keep a close check on what we are doing. Try to follow the suggestions which I have given today. This will help you improving and reversing gray hair, as 21 is not the time to have gray hair normally. Should we apply henna or hair color for gray hair? Sharda has asked. It is totally a personal choice. I know people who are happy with their salt and pepper look, and I also know people who just don't want to show any graying of hair. So it is a total personal choice. You can choose whatever you want to. Poonam has asked, can benzoyl peroxide face wash be used for long term as I have oily skin and keep getting acne? Yes, you can use if your skin is acne prone, but that is only a topical solution. On top, you are using it. Ensure that you are keeping your body cleaner from inside. You are detoxifying your body internally by avoiding the junk food, by avoiding the processed food or the sugar in your diet. Ensure say no to any form of sugar. Say no to junk food. Say no to processed food. Say no to processed flour like cakes, pizzas, pastries, or burgers. Say no to all these unhealthy food. Try to enrich your diet with wholesome grains. Try to have plenty of vegetables and fruits in your daily diet. This will help getting rid of acne naturally. You may not be needing all these face washes on a regular basis. Vidhi has asked, hanging your head upside down from bedside helps hair growth quickly. I don't know, Vidhi. This probably could be a reason why it has been suggested, because usually blood circulation to the head is sometimes low because we hardly comb our hair upside down. So usually it is suggested you should comb from here and also from the back to the front. That helps improving your blood circulation of the scalp. So you can try doing hanging your head upside down to improve blood circulation. That may also help, but not necessary. If your diet is not rich, then it is not going to help you. So it is all the aspects we are talking about. So ensure that you are not losing out on any important aspect, that if your diet is not good and you are just holding your head upside down will not help. So yes, this can help, provided your diet is healthy, you are getting adequate sleep, there is no additional stress factor in your life unnecessarily, and you are regularly exercising. Yes, you can try doing this. Does tea water or onion juice help in hair growth? Yes, onion juice also has shown in helping in hair growth. Yes, onion juice can be applied in your scalp if you are seeing hair fall. Yes, that helps in hair growth. You can try doing that. Sam has asked, uh, vegetarian sources for protein, iron, zinc. Protein, vegetarian sources for protein, Sam, all the beans, dals, lentils, pulses, soya, these are excellent source for vegetarian protein. And also almonds, or healthy nuts like walnuts, cashew nuts, pistachios, these are also rich sources of protein. Seeds like pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, or sunflower seeds are also good source of protein. And apart from that, dairy like milk and milk products can also are also good sources of vegetarian protein. For iron, plenty of vegetarian sources, all leafy green vegetables, all green vegetables, pulses, dals, lentils, nuts, and seeds are also excellent source of iron. Zinc is also plentiful available in cheese, in milk, in pulses, in whole grains like oats, wheat, rice. These are brown rice are also good sources for zinc. So you can have plenty of these sources for nourishing you in vegetarian diet. Lemon is alkaline, so you can try applying lemon juice on top to avoid dandruff. That has also helped some, but that's a topical solution. That's only on top you are trying, but ensure that the root cause why the dandruff is generating, you must address that too, Darpan. You have asked that lemon helps preventing dandruff. Yes, that can help curing the dandruff. Pallavi has asked how to detoxify our body. Suggest any method. Yes, Pallavi, to detoxify our body, one must need to understand, stop eating the toxic food which are toxifying your body on a continuous and daily methods, like stop sugar, stop processed food, stop processed flour or refined flour in your daily diet. Please stop them. Stop eating all this junk and processed food. That will help detoxification automatically because the source of toxification is stopped. That's one. Second, start eating more of healthy food like whole grains, plenty of fruits and vegetable in your daily diet. Try to do regular exercise, drink plenty of water. That will help you improve your body, clean your body from inside. If you do start doing regular exercising, that will improve your blood circulation, that will improve your oxygen intake in the body, and that will help you in detoxification naturally. Try not to go for some short time quick method for detoxification. They never last. Ensure that you are eating healthy, doing regular exercise, getting sound sleep, trying to reduce your stress level. These will help improving your liver health, which is a organ which helps metabolizing all our minerals and vitamins, most of our minerals and vitamins. So if our liver become clean, that will help your body becomes naturally healthy. So try doing all these healthy and natural method of detoxification, which will survive and last you long with. Lena has asked, I'm noticing red age spots on my skin. Any food I should avoid to prevent this or any supplement to add? Lena, ensure you are eating more, not avoid. When I say avoid any food, yes, processed food, please avoid. Avoid any food, yes, sugar you should avoid. Add more healthy food, yes, plenty of vegetables and fruits. Keep adding to your daily diet. Ensure your protein is adequate. Ensure you are drinking a lot of water. Keep yourself well hydrated. That will help you getting rid of all unnecessary aging spots. Ensure vitamin C rich fruit is more in your diet. That will also help reducing this aging spots. Okay, I will be taking the last question. Kinjal has asked, thick scalp on my head, please suggest some remedy. Also let me know which shampoo is better for this type of scalp. Kinjal, thick scalp, what do you mean by thick scalp? Is it dandruff, flaky, or um, itchy scalp, or is it regularly normal thick scalp? Uh, I don't understand this question first. And if it is something which is itchy or thick or flaky scalp you mean, then ensure that you are cleaning your head nicely. Initially, you can try if it is dandruff or itchiness prone, then you can try anti-dandruff shampoo once or twice a week. Just one rinse with that, and then second application should be a normal mild shampoo you can choose to clean your scalp with and to clean your scalp with, and ensure that you wash your head almost 2 to 3 times minimum in a week. Try not to keep a long gap between your head wash, and ensure your diet is rich in all the nutrients which I have suggested today. Try to do regular exercise so that your blood circulation will improve. That will help improving your scalp health. Anubha has asked, which food or supplements have CoQ10? Actually, she wanted to ask CoQ10, please. Whole grains for vegetarians. Whole grains are good supply of CoQ10. Apart from that, unfortunately, yes, most of the sources are non-vegetarian sources. So you can also check CoQ10 as a multivitamin supplement. Check your multivitamin supplement which has CoQ10. This will help. But if you are a regular whole grain eater, you are getting your CoQ10 normally. So don't worry about it. Okay, thank you everybody. Remember, on coming Saturday, this Saturday, 3 p.m. Singapore time, 12:30 India time, I am going to have my Health Talk series number 6 on diabetes management. The link will be given in my Facebook post. It is going to be a Zoom webinar. Don't forget to register. Thank you and stay safe. Bye bye.